Of what not to do. Brought to you by
Mike's Got Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
I love vacations, but it's good to come home.
Is the pool overflowing?
We don't have a pool, and even if we did, it wouldn't be on the second floor.
Oh.
I told you before we left to turn off the water main.
I thought you said take down the weather vane.
We don't have one of those either.
Yeah, I was wondering why you said that. It does make more sense now.
Okay, genius, don't just stand there. Cut the main water off.
Okay, I'll go get the chainsaw.
Wait, what? No! What do we do when there's a plumbing issue?
Oh, I got this one. I'll be right back.
I said no chainsaw. Shut the water off and call Mike's Got Plumbing.
Of course, I definitely was not going for the blowtorch.
Uh-huh. The number should be etched in your memory, but just in case, 866-314-4443.
Okay, got it. 866-314-4443. On next week's episode of What Not to Do.
Really? A mariachi band?
All right, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Monday morning, the first day of August, 73 degrees. According to the AccuWeather folks, it feels like 79 degrees, so the heat index not pushing it up a whole lot more than what it actually is. And the temperatures today climbing to 93. The high on this date was 1961. It was 99 degrees in 1961. Today, not going to be that hot. In fact, later on in the week, not even passing the 90 mark. So looks like a little bit of a break from the really hot temperatures. Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. I got a few things I want to ask him about, and then we have one fun topic, which is the lies that the food people tell us. Like the fact that a 12-inch sub. Well, now it is 12 inches. They've made good on their promise.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You get a little more bread now than you used to. Probably the same amount of meat, I'm guessing. Good morning, Galen. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
How was your weekend?
It was good. It was good. Went to the beach, which is always enjoyable.
I thought I saw that
Nice.
on Facebook. Yeah, your wife keeps me up to date with what you're doing. Her Facebook posts. Yeah.
She keeps me up to date with what I'm doing too. So.
So let's see. Today is there's a few things I want to ask you about. Today's National Minority Donor Awareness Day, and I know in addition to encouraging people to donate blood, you also encourage people to sign up for the tissue donor thing, right?
Organ and tissue and marrow. Yeah, you can do organ and tissue while you're doing with your driver's license. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the marrow thing. So explain this. Marrow, you have to be under 60, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Does that apply to the organs and all that stuff too?
No, it doesn't. Just because you can use it for different applications with an organ. It just depends on what kind of organ or tissue it is and what kind of state it's in. So obviously, if you're going to transplant a heart, you want that heart to be as young as possible. So.
How many people in your life would you give up a kidney for?
I think the list is pretty long, just because I know now what they can do with that kidney surgery, and I've met so many people who have had a transplant. I'll be honest with you, it would be hard for me to tell somebody no if I knew them, and it would be hard for me to tell them no. Yeah, especially a family member. It's like, yeah, here you go.
That's
Here's
interesting.
My kidney.
Yeah, there's no question of family members. Yeah, I wonder
how close.
Wonder how many people you would actually. I mean, it's a real personal question. Mm-hmm. There was a story online on Godvine. Have you ever watched videos on Godvine? It's a Christian.
Yeah.
YouTube thing. But anyway, so this guy found out, I guess he had the test, and he found out that he was eligible to donate a kidney to his friend, so he made the announcement with the video camera going, and the friend, of course, started crying because he was going to not need, what's that procedure again called? Dialysis, thank you. So he's going to give his friend a kidney, and it was a touching moment. I thought, gosh, I wonder who I would do that for. Who would I give a kidney to? Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
Who would I not give a kidney to?
I think you give it to. Yeah, I think that's probably a better question. I mean, knowing both of you guys, it'd probably be, who would you not give it to?
Yeah.
And again, if somebody asked, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I need to do this, and because the procedure is, they're taking an organ out of your body. I get that, but it's relatively routine, and the recovery rate is nearly 100% on the donor side. So, it'd be hard for me to say no. I saw somebody driving around with a sign on their truck said needed a kidney, and I'm like, huh. I would just start asking people.
Really?
But again, I'm not afraid to ask people for things.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people are.
So it turns out, let's say your kidney, you're like 1 in a million, and they have you on in the books. Galen, your kidney matches the one of this guy who's currently in prison, and gosh, this guy has been really reckless with his life.
Right.
He uses drugs all the time, and it's just horrible.
Well, then he's deferred. Yeah, I mean, I've had that scenario. Somebody, I'm like, you can't just bring somebody in off the street and say, this guy's going to give me my kidney, give me a kidney. So it's not that clean. I mean, you still have to pass some tests, and all the blood work has to be done, and
but anyway,
they do an analysis of it.
The National Minority the National Minority Donor Awareness Day campaign has a really sweet message. It says it's time to honor. Today is a day to honor minorities who have donated and to encourage others to register as donors. So I'm wondering, since they singled out minorities, is it a harder group to persuade, or do you know what I mean? Is it harder? What is the
Absolutely?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's and there's a lot of reasons for it too. I mean, and they're all justified. So I mean, we had everything from the Tuskegee experiment where they were testing through the guise of blood donations. They were giving people hepatitis.
Oh, man.
And then also blood was labeled, it was categorized as black or white and non-white.
Yeah.
So, and for a long time, blood banks did not recruit people of color just because of that reason.
Wow.
And that's one of the issues. And so it's also in some cultures, it's just not something you ever talk about, you would never imagine doing. So you have to overcome that as well. But I will tell you, through blood drives at high schools and colleges, that gap is lessening every day. And we have a pretty strong minority donor base. And the other side of that is that, you need blood from people who are most like you, especially with all the ethnic backgrounds. So sickle cell patients typically need blood from other African Americans or Latinos who, have sickle cell in their family but don't actually have the trait themselves because of the matching.
So
and
that's
that's
noted?
a program we've worked on for a long time.
Is that noted
What
then?
do you mean noted?
What
do you mean by noted?
Is that noted that the race is on there now because of the sickle cell?
Race isn't on the unit itself, no. But each race has their own special antigens that they're more prone to.
Oh.
So for example, there's something called KEL. That's what it's. Anytime you find an antigen in the blood supply, you name it after yourself, I think. And so one of them is KEL, right? And so KEL is one of the antigens that we look for, and they have to be negative to that. And it's a very prominent antigen. It's in something like 80% of all the blood donors have KEL. And so when you get a KEL negative unit, it's probably going to go to a sickle cell patient. And that's one of the 3 antigens that make up our Sickle Cell Hero program. And those are typically African Americans who are KEL negative.
Man, if you ever want another career, you could be a speaker. Well, I guess that's kind of what you do now. You're always speaking.
Yeah, it is. I talk more about sickle cell now than I do anything else. So that's my it's something I'm really passionate about. It's like a subset of donor recruitment for me. I just
Well, it works.
I've met way too many people who have sickle cell, and I've seen the before and after, and I know what that horrific disease can do, and it's dramatically underfunded, and just because nobody cares about it because it's a minority disease, and it's extremely expensive for the community because most of the people who are sickle cell donors are on Medicaid, Medicare. They'll never get private insurance because of their disease. It's a horrific. You can't really hold a job because you are in and out of the hospital so much. It's horrific, and you die usually by the time you're 30. And this is the disease that is under notified, and nobody really talks about it because it's for blacks and Latinos, and that's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. Good for you for doing that. Let me squeeze in a phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Galen.
Good morning. Hey, I was wondering with a kidney donation, is it hard to find a match? Like, if I have a friend who needs a kidney transplant, can I give them my kidney, or is it like 1 in a million match? Or
to be honest with you, it all depends on your blood supply or your blood and what type of antigens you have. It could be extremely rare, or it could be pretty easy, depending on your ethnic background's a big indicator. Your blood type's a big indicator, and things like that. So it's just really the luck of the draw.
If I was Hispanic and the other person was Caucasian, might not be a match?
The odds are a little less, yes.
Yeah. All right. All right. Thanks for the question.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Let me ask you, how is the blood supply right now? What do we need to know?
We're still right there to 3-day blood supply, which isn't necessarily good. We really need type O, and we need platelet donors, and that's kind of where we're at. We just got to get through the summer. School starts in 2 weeks, and it can't come fast enough. So just get out there and give the gift of life and donate blood.
Donate blood. Make sure you thank the two sponsors of that message, Penn Flooring and Palm Garden of Ocala. Penn Flooring has some beautiful flooring. They're at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just down the road from Pine Avenue, just across the McKay-Williams Bridge. They have a website, pennflooring.com, and their phone number is 351-3420. Check out the flooring and remodel your home from the floor up. Palm Garden of Ocala has health and rehabilitative services over at their location at 2700 Southwest 34th Street. They, of course, have the 21st century technology to make your rehabilitation easier, quicker, less painful, and more effective, actually. If you watch some of the videos that they have of the before and after, you'll see what I'm talking about. And you can take a tour and have them explain some of these things I'm talking about over at their location, 2700 Southwest 34th Street. Give them a call, 854-6262, and their website is palmgardenofocala.com. We'll take a little break. On the other side, I have the little lies that the food industry is telling us all. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sun mixing with some clouds today. There'll be a thunderstorm around this afternoon and evening, high 91 to 93. Partly cloudy tonight, low 75 to 78. Sun mixing with some clouds tomorrow and Wednesday, a thunderstorm around each afternoon, highs of 89 to 93. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Heather Zayer.
Palm Garden of Ocala leads in the area of orthopedic care with proven outcomes. Planning to have a new hip or knee joint due to arthritis or as the result of a fall? Palm Garden may be the answer. Guests appreciate the services of highly trained therapists and state-of-the-art equipment. And if you pre-register, you can secure a private room at no extra charge by mentioning this ad. Palm Garden makes no bones about it. They provide the best in orthopedic care. Call 854-6262. That's 854-6262.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
So, sugar-free gum versus mints, it's the gum. Big winner. Now, this could be a chicken and egg question. Is Target influencing nearby home prices, or are they opening stores in areas where home values are already rising? Realty Track didn't know, but still, it's good news if you live near a Target store. The next big thing is a droney. That's a selfie taken with a drone.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Stay informed on everything going on in the villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
All right, 19 minutes after 8 o'clock, Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. Remember, the important message that he delivers on a regular basis is to be a donor, save lives by donating blood, and sign up for the bone marrow registry and the tissue and organ donation. I guess, Galen said you do that when you do your driver's license, and all of those things help to make the world a better place. I just looked at some of the pictures you told me to look at, Galen, from Sickle cell, and it's when you ever see any disease, it always is. It has an impact on you, but mostly when you see children with these diseases. So.
And that's who sickle cell impacts the most, just because of the mortality rate is so high, and it's just I don't know, it hurts me. It hurts me, and I meet a lot of sickle cell patients, and I think that's a little closer to home to me.
All right, so I do have a fun segment, and it's about the little lies that the food industry teaches. There it is. Thank you. Yeah, we all know that song. Okay. But I do have one thing that's not a lie. It's in the news today. Absolutely is true. Music makes beer taste better. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Music.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely true. Sure.
They actually did a study. I don't have it in front of me right now, but it's the only truth I have for you right now. So a few years ago, 3 years to be specific, a group of people sued Subway because they said their foot-long sandwiches were not 12 inches long, and Subway lost the legal challenge, and they had to pay $520,000 in legal fees and $500 per person to the 10 people who headed up the lawsuit. So $500.
Huh?
$500. Each of those 10 people got $500 after 3 years. Yes, but now Subway makes foot-long sandwiches that are actually 12 inches long.
Ooh.
Oh,
sounds like the lawyers got rich on that.
that gave us a sound effect right there.
That's right. That was cool.
Oh no, that was I just got off the interstate and there was a fire rescue guy going by.
Okay. So here are the lies that the food industry is telling you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Baby carrots are just normal carrots shaved down. There's no such thing as a baby carrot.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew that one. I knew that one.
I always thought they were baby carrots.
No.
According to the label on a package of ramen noodles or ramen noodles, however you want to pronounce it.
Ramen? Yeah, I always said ramen.
According to the label, that package serves 2 people. That is not true.
I have been poor before in my life, but I've never been so poor I had to share a package of ramen.
No, it's always for one.
You know that's another level. That's another level. So, you know the other one that says it serves 2. Have you ever seen like the cup of noodles where you put in hot water and then you seal the cup?
Yes.
Oh, we like those. I like those.
I think that's like 2 servings. It's 2 helpings or something.
I think you might be right. Yeah.
I think so.
Wow.
That's our lunch today.
Yes.
Man, in the Navy, I had those all the time.
Another lie that the food people are telling you is that this food called grape nuts. It's not made from grape or nuts.
Grape.
Really?
Yeah, there's none of that in there.
Nothing in it.
Oh my gosh! And they
it's not real food. And if you look at what's in cereal, it's not food. Cereal is not food, people. Compare it.
Another lie typical of the food industry is the labeling. A new bag of Lay's potato chips clearly says new, bigger size, but you hold it up against the old one and it's smaller.
Yeah. Oh, gee. Well, maybe the chips are just a tiny, tiny fraction of an inch bigger.
Here's another.
You know what has to happen is, there's people in the studies going, look, we got to rebrand this. There's a new chip coming out. Just put it in a bigger bag. Done.
Yeah,
And they spend millions of dollars on that stuff, on that packaging and all that.
Well, ice cream.
And they never say the same old bland flavor. It's always new and better flavor.
Right.
What y'all do? We added another portion of salt, so you'll eat just a little bit more.
Here's another lie. The lie is the perforation on a cracker is not where the cracker will break.
Oh, there you go.
The perforation on a cracker is not where the cracker will break.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, like with a graham cracker.
Yeah.
That's I'm with you now. I understand. Yeah,
That line doesn't.
It never breaks there.
Yeah.
If you pull the noodles out of a cup of noodles, that's another ramen product.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot of air on the bottom of that thing, so you're not really getting a full cup.
Right. Water makes up for it.
Every Fruit Loop tastes the same despite the color difference.
That's right. It does. I've done that test. I think every kid has done that test at some point to see which color you like better.
Yeah.
Right?
Psychological.
Twinkies has on the box, it says no expiration date. But the truth is, Twinkies can expire. They can grow mold on them.
I bet they can.
Really? Inside this cellophane? I didn't think there was anything in there alive that the bacteria could eat.
Hold on. Let me answer the phone. Hello. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hi. Back to your grape nuts. I think that Galen is right that there's no value in there. Have you ever put a diaper in water, how it expands? I think the same type of stuff is in grape nuts because you put it in a bowl, you put your milk on, you keep eating and eating, it keeps expanding.
Yeah, that's an interesting food, grape nuts. That's not good if you have no good teeth.
It's not food.
If your teeth are not in good shape. Yeah.
No.
Thank you, Bob.
No, not food.
Wasabi that we eat in the United States has no actual wasabi in it. It's a mixture of horseradish, mustard, and food dye. There's no wasabi in wasabi.
Really?
Right. Because wasabi is a pea, and then they break it down.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Double stuff Oreos do not actually have double the amount of stuff as the other Oreos. They have 1.89.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I've done that too, by the way.
The fraction Oreo.
It's amazing what you do as a kid. You know, like, oh, hey, here's a regular stuff and a double stuff. But I do like double stuff better because it absorbs more of the milk.
It does. I love dunking.
The one item that made me say this is a Galen segment is this next one. Bottled green tea, which is marketed as being healthier than soda, has as much or more sugar than Coca-Cola.
That's right. That's absolutely right. If you buy the wrong kind of green tea, you can get a ton of sugar.
Bottled green tea. Yeah.
I drink a lot of green tea, but none of it's bottled. I actually had to start brewing my own green tea, Larry.
Oh, you're making it from scratch? You're brewing green tea?
Well, kind of. I mean, I got a tea bag and I dump it in the water.
Oh, okay.
That's what I do
nice.
too.
Yeah.
I do too.
That's good stuff.
The little portion on the side of the box of macaroni and cheese that says "to open, push here" does not open.
Never worked. Never worked for me.
Every single time you're fooled by that thing. You push on that area every single time.
Because we all want to follow the directions, right?
Right.
Do what's right. And you try to push your thumb in there, and the whole top of the box just caves in.
Yeah, maybe this time it'll work.
Yeah.
No.
Right. Never. And you end up grabbing some sharp instrument and stabbing it in there, and then ripping it up. And you hope that the macaroni doesn't go everywhere.
Exactly.
But now they have the individual serving cups. Have you seen those? Where you just add the hot water?
Yes, I've seen that. Yes.
And microwave it, and put water in it and then microwave it. That's the way to go, Larry.
Does it taste the same?
Much easier to open.
Does it taste the same?
It's the same stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all the same.
All right. The picture on the bill.
I know you guys are macaroni and cheese aficionados, so
Yes.
to me it tastes the same.
We are, yes.
I know you guys are high level mac and cheese people.
No. We get the 33-cent a box of macaroni and cheese from Aldi's.
Yeah, but you like the Velveeta though, right?
I do like that.
Velveeta's
yes,
delicious.
Yes, it is good. Okay.
Yeah.
I know that's not cheese,
Not
but
real
whatever.
cheese.
Not real cheese.
The hamburger on the hamburger on the billboard on the highway does not look like the hamburger you get when you stop at that restaurant.
Not at all. You ever notice the hamburger, like on the billboard, the meat is bigger than the bun?
Yeah.
You know, and the lettuce looks really crisp. And you get there and it's like all bun. You're like, oh, the burger's deep in there. I see. They shrunk the burger.
You can sue for that.
Yes, you could make money.
You can sue for that.
It'll take you
You can
3
make
years.
$500.
Yeah, it'll take you 3 years to get $500.
$500.
Yeah.
The lawyers out there are going, yes, please call me. We'll make this happen.
The tab at the top of a cereal box that says lift tab to open, that is implied that you can use that to close it again later on. Never works.
That's true.
Okay. Decaf coffee actually has caffeine in it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it says.
Wow.
Decaffeinated coffee.
Not a lot.
Actually has caffeine in it. And I guess last but not least, unless it says fresh squeezed, orange juice has artificial flavoring added to it.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Unless it says fresh squeezed.
To buy like really organic orange juice is expensive. So, not worth it.
I'll just buy
Galen, where's the Bloodmobile today?
Well, today we're at the Walmart right there on Easy Street, Southwest 19th Ave.
Right across the street from where we are here.
Yeah.
Well, be careful out there. I heard sirens. I heard you run off the road earlier. And
I'm already at the office.
All right, good.
Run off the road. Just change lanes, Larry. Change lanes.
All right. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Construction.
Thank you, Galen.
All right. Bye, all.
Bye.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. Severe weekend flooding near Baltimore, now blamed for 2 deaths.
My daughter said it was like a mini Hurricane Katrina, and it kind of is.
That woman in Ellicott City among the most heavily damaged areas with more than 6 inches of rain on Saturday night alone. Maryland's governor declaring a state of emergency. Donald Trump continues to take some heat for criticizing the father of a Muslim U.S. soldier killed in Iraq.
Piers Khan, the Muslim father of a fallen U.S. soldier, said during his speech at the Democratic convention that Trump has made no sacrifices. The Donald accused him of not allowing his wife to speak. Fellow Republicans are criticizing Trump for attacking the parents of the deceased American soldier.
Fox's Kelly Wright. Authorities say evidence shows that part of a hot air balloon that crashed in central Texas on Saturday did hit a power line. All 16 on board were killed. Fox News, we report, you decide.
This is the sound of a brand new outdoor grill being hurled off a 20-story building. Now a stylish glass coffee table. An electric guitar. These are the things you could enjoy, all cast into oblivion. Because when you throw away money on wasted electricity, you throw away everything you could have bought with it. Visit EnergySavers.gov and get tips on how to save energy and money. Then do things like switch to Energy Star light bulbs or Energy Star appliances, and you could save hundreds of dollars a year. So this doesn't happen to the recliner you've had your eye on, or this to the treadmill on your wish list, or this to the shiny new bike your kid's been asking for. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
RL here to tell you how to deal with this heat wave. Get on down to Dairy Queen at Silver Springs. They have a blizzard waiting for you to cool off with. What a great treat in many different flavors. Or get one of our juicy char-grilled burgers with the #1 rated milkshake in America. So come on down to Dairy Queen at Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
Palm Garden of Ocala leads in the area of orthopedic care with proven outcomes. Planning to have a new hip or knee joint due to arthritis or as the result of a fall? Palm Garden may be the answer. Guests appreciate the services of highly trained therapists and state-of-the-art equipment. And if you pre-register, you can secure a private room at no extra charge by mentioning this ad. Palm Garden makes no bones about it. They provide the best in orthopedic care. Call 854-6262. That's 854-6262.
You can't put it off any longer. It's time to replace your home's AC system.
The answer is ACesolvesItAll.com and an exceptionally efficient AC system. Let the pros at A show you how you can save on energy monthly and give your family added comfort. The great thing is that ACesolvesItAll.com is on call 7 to 7, 7 days a week at no extra charge.
For a limited time, mention WOCA and get a special discount.
Call 877-765-4ACE or ACesolvesItAll.com.
Yeah, I'm that drip coming down from the corner of the room. But where did I come from? I'll never tell.
Bone Dry Roofing can and will fix it right the first time using quality materials and will deal honestly and fairly with you, period. You can find Bone Dry Roofing on their website, bonedryroofingllc.com, and Facebook at Bone Dry Roofing LLC. Do it right before your roof needs a tarp to keep the elements out. Bone Dry Roofing stands behind their work to help make your home safe and secure, plus they have financing available. Remember, if you're not bone dry, then you're all wet.
Hi, I'm Big Daddy Don Garlitz, asking you to support adoption by purchasing a Choose Life license plate from your county tag office. You know it costs a lot to give a child life. Many times a woman is forced to make a bad choice because of financial pressures. Help save the lives of the unborn children by aiding women whom choose life instead of abortion. Take a stand for life. Purchase your Choose Life license plate today. For more information, go to chooselife.org or call 352-624-2854.
WOCA. Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala.